I've been talking about the topic of attachments these last couple of videos, and today I'm going to end the attachment topic, at least for now. It always depends on what kind of questions and feedback I get from people. But today I wanted to finish off on the topic of attachments by answering the question of how do you release attachments? So in the first video of the series, I talked about what attachments were exactly. And in the second video, I talked about identifying attachments, identifying your own attachments and why the attachments are problematic. And today I want to go into how to release attachments. So the first way, there are a couple of ways that were powerful for me, so I'll share them with you. The first way to release an attachment is kind of the foundation of everything, but it can also be the most difficult part. And that is having a strong sense of self-love, self-worth, knowing who you are and how infinite and precious you are. That is the foundation for releasing all attachments. Because in essence, the only reason that you have attachments is because you're trying to use those attachments in order to fill internal voids. So if you have a very strong sense of self-love and self-respect, if you know your worth, then there's no need for attachments. But self-love can be really hard to get to sometimes, especially when we go through years of self-loathing and self-criticism. And that's what happened to me. I couldn't get to a place of self-love very easily. And what I found through my path is my journey to self-love occurred one little step at a time. So for me, what worked and what got me to a foundation of self-love was meditation, for sure, meditation. Because self-love, love and compassion for yourself is a natural state when your mind is quiet. Attachments are mental thoughts, subconscious patterns. So attachments are all mental. So in order to release them and get to a place of self-love, all you have to do is begin to quiet down the mechanism that creates the attachments in the first place. So meditation was key for me. But for you, it can be something different. Maybe when you're exercising, your mind quiets down. Any practice that you can use that quiets the mental chatter down is amazing to start building self-love. The other practice that I love and that I used a lot for self-love, and I still use a lot, is the practice of mirror work. Just looking in the mirror and loving the reflection that you see, even if you just woke up in the morning and you don't have any makeup on, or even if you're ready to go out, it's the same thing. Just wherever you are in the present moment, look in the mirror and love the beautiful reflection that you see. So mirror work, that's another great practice for self-love. So there's your first way of releasing attachments, getting yourself to a place of self-love. The second way to release attachments is also a tool that I use with a lot of other things, and that's writing things down, journaling, writing lists. When I started identifying my attachments, I wrote them down in a list form, and I would look at those attachments, and just by looking at them, I could see the lie in that attachment. So, for instance, if I were attached to my romantic partner and I said, and my subconscious pattern were, I don't feel whole without this person. When you write that down, I don't feel whole without this person. When you write that down and you read it back to yourself, the lack of truth in that statement becomes apparent. So writing, journaling is also a really powerful tool in starting to release attachments. So in the end, I think those are the two greatest tools for releasing attachment, having a strong sense of self-love and journaling things down, journaling the attachments down and then releasing them. Once you start practicing these two things, you begin to live life with an open hand. You begin letting go of all these attachments because in the end, nothing and no one will ever be able to define you. You are an infinite, beautiful creature. No matter what is by your side, who is by your side, how much money you have in your bank account. It doesn't matter. You are an infinite creature. Walk in that knowing. Have a wonderful week, everyone.